Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Oh, you got D?
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards there. 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Stay with your man.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Hey, I'm coming.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 2nd down, it's Howard, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs, and how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. From the gun, it's Wentz. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Let's go. Let's go.
20-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Prescott to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Now, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent.
And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Second and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo!
55's my guy.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job is a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. It's a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Eagles 7, Cowboys 3. Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to...
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, 75 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Eagles take over
Let's go,
1st
baby.
and 10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change any?
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Malik Collins breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's Austin. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10.
Get ready. Check, 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 check. Here we go.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5.
Boys, let's go.
The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Prescott from the gun. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. Intended that time for Cooper.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Prescott. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Here we go, deep.
First down, Prescott. Going right side, he has Witten. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, here we go. Wide, hey.
Mike 54. Rip right, rip right.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott, pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long for Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
It's a party now.
Wentz now to throw. Screen pass to Sproles. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Wentz going to throw. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On first down, they run with Howard. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
13-yard line.
Mike 54. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They'll run on first down. It's Howard. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the fourth. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making a play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
Switches.
Here we go, 46.
Big ass, big.
Here we go, kill. 26.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And he fires one incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover.
Waiting.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You're trash.
Watch twist.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Strip that ball.
Now Wentz. Ertz has it left side. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Wentz. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
53, Mike. Hey, pick your game up. Check 99. Kill.
Here we go. Go to 54. 180.
Rush in.
26.
Rush in.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, check.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he'll be out right at the 35. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Sproles to start the drive. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Here we go. 180.
54, Mike, 54. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
To throw is Wentz. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Sproles. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now Austin. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Here we go. 180.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. All day, dog. Shit.
Here we go. 47.
Yeah,
Hey, kill. 26.
Here's Prescott. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
come on.
26.
Prescott to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
Pass intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
A 57-yard attempt.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This from long, very long range. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And the Eagles are going to win the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Working from the gun, it's Brees. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The catch made over the middle by Ginn. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Protein spill.
Breeze now on first down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football?
Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or move.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked by Kendall Fuller, and a big turnover there as his guy. Will get the football back.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Yellow.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Hey, it's our house.
Attack. 15.
Jim. Kill. Orbit.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be first and 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Let's do this.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Check, 47. You can't block me. 47, Mike. Mike, 47. Watch QB draw.
Mahomes now on first down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field, because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move into the running game.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Yellow.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 26-yard line. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds right around the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
47. I'm coming after you.
On second down at 4, Mahomes. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Throwing now is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I got you. I got you.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
It's our time. It's our time.
To throw is Breeze. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Breeze going to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. From the gun, it's Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Demario Davis there on the stop.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about, Dust, all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Yellow. That's all they need.
Mike, 47. In your face.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two.
47.
Mahomes now on first down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Anzalone gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Mahomes to throw. The tight end Kelce has it over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hill. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Now here's Mahomes, and it's complete to Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Mahomes going to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. At a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, defense.
A final shot before half for Breeze. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We saw this franchise do this back in the 2009 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
It's now 3rd down.
Yellow. Let's go, Wally.
Check, 47.
Yellow.
Yo.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Kansas City Chiefs, first down. 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant.
43.
4-7's the mic.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Yellow. Let's go, Wally.
47. Record. Kill.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connect.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at their own 23. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Cleveland Browns.
Greg Joseph to kick off for Cleveland.
Joseph now to kick this one away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Here we go. 53. Check 53. It's a party now.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Then we're going to 53. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, 53. Mike, 53.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds an opening past the 40. Complete to Jason Witten. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
And the Cowboys first down.
53's Mike.
First and 10 at the 45.
To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Check 37, check 37.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Second and 10 at the 15.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Completes it right side to Cooper. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Alert, 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 alert. Let's go. Let's hot.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now this throw caught left side. 16 yards, a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it's second down.
Check. 180.
Check. 48's the mic.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. He's got it at the 15. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews, so I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Browns. They find some open field here. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Run, run, run. He's coming, he's coming.
Hey, Zoo.
Double up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield flushed out right. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
It's going to be a long day.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So 2 quarters down. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. As well as we are back and underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a loose football. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
180. Let's go.
Mayfield on play action. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Mayfield now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, here we go.
Prescott now. And on the left side, he's got Witten. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Christian Kirksey. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And that's Elliott, complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Prescott to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's T.J. Carey who picked it.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Don't be scared of it. Check 3. Pistol. Shit.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st down, Cleveland.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 37 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Browns 17, Cowboys 3.
Here we go. Sliding. Check. 53's Mike. Here we go.
Again, it's Elliott. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they
looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. Cooper was the target there.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Out, 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 out.
Regular.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Mayfield, escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play. Wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped. Good coverage downfield. And he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know?